What up? Never know. I was gonna say I never know how to start these things. But anyways, welcome back to Shootin' Stuff with Jeff and Ian.
Boys are back in town.
That's right.
It's been a while.
Haven't yet. See, we say this like every time. We should really, and I always say this every time too. We need to start recording like once a week.
This
we
is
never
once
do.
a week.
We just like to keep everybody in suspense. You know, that's what we do.
The problem is we
don't
hung
prepare
out.
much. We don't think much in general. We just gotta, we kind of release whenever.
The problem is this is the longest we haven't hung out in probably 3 or 4 years.
I said that right when I was pulling up today. I said it's been a while.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
For not even a week.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're not Drake. We don't need to announce album drops. We go at our own expense.
The mixtape.
Anyways, today sponsor Yagi Road Roasting Company yet again.
Once again.
Yagi Road Roasting Co. Welcome to coffee. Great coffee. Said it once. And as I'm reading off this script, Jeff is just pissing. So that's my co-host, ladies and gentlemen. But anyways, yep, Yagi Road Roasting Co. Find them, check them out at YagiRDRoasting.com. That's YAGGYRD roasting.com. Great friends of mine. They go to Valpo. They started right in the dorms. Great coffee. I drink it like at least twice, 3 times a week. I actually need to order some more. It'll step up your coffee game for sure. Great coffee. They got a nice Ethiopian bean, Colombian, all the good stuff. But anyways, yep, check them out. Great coffee. That's our one and only sponsor. Hopefully we'll be getting there.
More to come.
Why don't we talk to... Oh, yeah, special guest, Sniffs.
I'm back.
Well, technically you've never been on. You've never been on
This
before, technically.
What do you mean I've never been
We've
on?
never posted one with you on. We've recorded some with you on. We've
world
never posted.
premiere.
Why don't you get a little further away from the microphone, by the way?
We're recording it on my phone. There's no way I can pick you up.
Schoolwork.
You can do schoolwork at 3 feet over.
Yeah.
Can't
you know when this is due, by the way? Friday.
No, this one's due tomorrow.
So, wait. I'm so confused, Sniffs.
What?
You drive to Purdue how often now? Once a week?
No, like every other week.
Why?
To
For
take
tests?
an exam.
Why can't the exams be online?
Well, I guess for like cheating and stuff.
Yeah.
The ones I did were online.
Yeah,
all my classes were online.
Okay,
all the
that's
tests
Ivy
were
Tech.
online.
If you
Who gives a rat's
if
ass?
you give them $1,000, they'll basically just print it out for you. Maybe even laminate it.
It's true.
Print out the diploma.
But that sucks. Why are you taking summer classes anyway?
So that I can graduate on time. because
That's what
I
happens when you
switched
switch your
majors.
major.
I switched it again, actually.
To what now?
Sports management.
You are.
So Sniffs is
all
the
over
only
place.
teacher.
I could.
This is the first time I've switched it. Sue me.
Yeah, but
the
you've been
general
you've
manager
been
of
back
a
and
baseball
forth.
team.
Oh, yeah.
What?
General manager of baseball.
State
team.
championship winning
That's
baseball
a
team.
Seinfeld quote, which you wouldn't know because you haven't started watching. Because
Yeah,
I know you.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a few
I don't want
topics.
the keyboard clicking, clacking going on.
Oh,
No,
it'll
but
be
Sniffs,
fine.
It also
It's not a world-class recording system. It's an iPhone.
we know our roots. We're gonna stay humble.
Of course.
Once we're in we're a recording studio someday, we'll remember these days.
I've been on the podcast like 4 times.
We have never posted it.
I had some of the best moments.
I disagree with that. Anyway,
Disagree with it
I
completely.
Dude, I'm.
One time
I'm
when
the
we were
side
recording
character that
Sniffs,
steals the
you
show.
just stopped in the middle and just started playing MLB The Show.
that's true. I was there because
Well,
I also did that.
Yeah. That was the whole
I'm the only
purpose.
professional
That
around
was the whole
this
purpose was to-
place.
Yeah.
The podcast. Okay.
By the way, I'm not even sure how this is gonna. Speaking of sound quality, I'm not sure how it's gonna sound because we're literally outside right now.
There's no wind, so it should sound fine.
No wind.
There's
None at
no
all.
wind, he says. I see trees just swaying.
A
in the
light
wind.
breeze.
Yes, a light.
Sue me for being light breeze.
A light breeze.
Please.
We got birds chirping.
It adds to the
Nostalgia.
That's nostalgia.
I don't know if that's the
It's
right
not-
word.
No,
for that.
not nostalgia. Come
No,
on.
I don't know. I'm not. Do I look like a thesaurus?
It's just that.
Kind of.
Yes,
I'll be like one.
Here's the words you're looking for.
I mean, I would love to see an attractive thesaurus.
There isn't one. That's why you look like a
All right.
thesaurus.
So topics for today. Sniffs actually he doesn't want to tell the story because he's a
I'll tell
big
it.
old.
Oh,
Okay,
okay,
thank
sure.
you.
We'll
tell.
save it for the end.
Oh,
We
of
gotta
course.
we gotta keep them,
Well, that's implied. You don't have to tell them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay,
The
actually,
climax
this
of
is
the
something I would love to talk about because Jeff actually just told me the story. He was talking about because some of you know Jeff and I like to fish quite frequently, and he just told me this story. He said that he bought this reel from Walmart. He paid what, $70 for it?
No, that one was 50.
Okay, whatever. And then you returned it,
Yes.
and then you bought a $70 one.
Yes.
And he just went to Cabela's the other day and found a rod and reel, the same reel, for $70, and he's like,
$55.
Okay, whatever, or yeah, for less. So, and he said that he didn't want to return. I said, why don't you just return it and then exchange it for the rod and reel from, Cabela's? And he's like, well, basically he doesn't want to offend Walmart.
No, I think it's weird that I used it and I'm like, hey, I don't like this. Take it back.
First of all, it's not going to be the same employee there.
It might
Second
be.
Second of all,
It's
you think
Walmart.
they remember you? It's Walmart.
Very attractive guy.
Oh, yeah.
Kidding.
All right.
Anyway, no. But no, okay, yeah, you know what? Fine.
This guy is unbelievable.
I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to take a picture of it and say, hey, I'm going to record it while I'm in there.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to send it to you while you're at work.
Good. I'll just probably disregard that because I don't care that much.
Anyway, our other topics include me not caring anymore. Or I'm at the highest point of me not caring.
Yeah.
Great
I think
topic.
I feel like that's...
It's a really great topic.
Because there's mountains of him not caring out there in the world.
Thank you.
We are at Everest.
Honestly, I feel like that's not that special, though, because I feel like...
No,
okay, I feel like after high school, basically you just go into a 7-year spurt of not caring about anything.
No. Last year in college, I cared.
Yeah,
Even 2 months ago, I cared.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I could care less about almost everything.
He answers me very quickly, which is what led to the situation that we'll talk about at the end of the podcast.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Well, it's Sniffs. You're my friend, I guess.
Rude.
No, but people I care about, I guess, I'll respond to. Anyway, I mean, we can hop into that now if you want.
Sniff story? Yeah, actually,
No.
I would... Oh.
No.
Me not caring.
I mean, what else is there to say?
No, okay. I'm pretty sure
Well,
a
we
lot
gotta
of
go
guys...
through the timeline of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
Lord.
so a lot of guys, you're talking to a lady,
Mhm.
and you kind of want to respond quickly, I guess. Right?
I love this because, well, not that I don't know if our demographic hits women,
I do,
but
highly doubt it.
First of all, don't condone hitting women.
No.
Portuguese. No, but
Jerk
Let's
over
see
here.
where this one goes.
Jerk alert.
no, but it's not going to be a secret on why you're single after you tell this story.
Alright, so... I don't know what's so funny about it, Ian.
I think it's hilarious.
Okay, so, like a year ago,
Mhm.
if
Back when you had a girlfriend.
Well, right after.
Which one?
Which one?
Doesn't
right
matter.
after.
Irrelevant.
I would,
Irrelevant.
I would talk to, a new girl,
Yes,
and,
yeah.
I would respond,
He's just
relatively quickly.
slaying
I
the
guess.
game.
Yeah, not at all. Anyway. So that. And then the last, 2 months,
Mhm.
a lady would text me.
Right.
I wait 3 hours until I respond. I will have my phone in my hand, and
Yeah.
she'll text me. I'll put it down and just not care until,
Well-
I should probably text her back.
I will say there is something in seeing it pop up and waiting 5 minutes because you don't want to seem like too
That's what I'm
eager.
saying. That's what I used to do.
You don't
And
want
I
to
would
seem
get,
oh, this is all I'm
And
doing.
I would get,
Yeah, you don't want to seem desperate, which I'm certainly not.
Well, Sniffs does. Anyway. But,
I'm kidding.
so it's I would, even with that, I would wait, okay, now I can do it.
Right.
I don't
Just
give a
as an
shit.
aside, we were also talking before we start recording. Which honestly, when we start talking, but
Let's just record that.
because it's
It was
hilarious.
gold.
But Sniffs was saying, oh well, he was telling on the ride over here. He was telling me he was like, yeah. I was asking about some lady he was talking to, and he said, yeah, I just kind of winged that. I was like, Sniffs.
I said there's
Girls,
no game plan because there's
talking
no
to girls is
long-term-
like playing chess.
There's no long-term
You gotta
plan
think at least
here.
5 moves ahead if you want to
There's
win.
no long-term plan
If you want to get
here.
the checkmate, you want to have the horse, the rook. I'm pretty sure those are the
I'm
same
not
thing.
playing
The
to reach
bishop and the
checkmate.
queen all lined up with the king in the corner. You gotta think at least 5 moves
Sniffs
ahead.
isn't even playing the game to reach checkpoint.
You should be
You're
playing the game.
You're
You're
playing
Sniffs
Monopoly
is-
and you're
Sniffs
just
is-
always sitting
believe
in
it or
jail.
not, Sniffs is in a state of not caring.
You're playing Monopoly, you're just sitting in
Because
jail
why do
trying
you
to roll
have
doubles and you're
a
never getting
phone
out.
if you're not going to talk to a lady friend?
Well, that's the problem. He
Why
does,
not?
but he doesn't have a game plan. You gotta have a game plan. You gotta think moves ahead. And Sniffs is like, oh, I'll just wing it. That's why you don't have a girlfriend. Speaking as another one of the single ones on this panel, and all three of us.
We're all single on the pin.
Yeah, but we've had success.
Exactly, Sniffs. It's like watching film. You gotta take some notes. You can't
I'll be
just go
watching
out
film
and
with
expect.
you two.
You can't just go out and expect to be Michael freaking Jordan. You gotta study the grades. Not that I'm a great.
I mean, I am Michael Jordan, but high school cut from
Crying in his room.
He's a Jordan meme crying in his room, cut from the basketball team, and then just nothing after that.
He's still crying.
Story ends.
The story
He gets
ends.
a job at Enterprise. Rent a car.
Honestly, doesn't sound like a bad gig.
They give you the tools to be your own boss.
Is
Just
that like
saying.
their slogan?
From Step Brothers.
Oh, okay. I've watched that movie like 1,000 times.
It's
First
at
of
the
all,
end.
your brain, I feel, okay, they say you only use like 10% of your brain. I feel like that's not true.
That's not
But
true.
if that is true, 7% of that 10
No,
is
9.
donated
9.
to movie quotes and song lyrics.
No, 9.
Yeah,
And like an eighth of that percent is school,
yeah.
and the rest is just nonsense.
Just absolutely, just nothing that anybody would ever need to
Or
know
my
ever.
ideas, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. We have some business plans
Oh, we.
in the works.
If we ever go, like, if you ever start a business,
I kind of want to
It'll be
try
great.
one just to see like how it would do.
I had an
but
idea.
I don't have enough
I
capital
have
for
an
that.
idea. No, I have zero capital for that.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
A backpack for like your fishing poles, all that stuff. So you don't have to carry around like
Like a bat bag for fishing equipment?
Yes.
I feel like, okay, first of all, if you have more than one rod and reel in there, those things are going to be tangled beyond belief. You have to set your bag on fire just
that's
to
where
get
you're
them
wrong.
out.
That's where you're wrong.
Okay, no, I've never been
They
wrong
have
before, so this
you-
is unlikely.
The fishing pole, it like you can pull it apart into two pieces.
Yeah.
So you put there's gonna be like a rod holder here, on the two on the right, two on the left.
This seems like
And you strap them in, and you can put all your stuff in the pack. And we have like
You have an
separate things for
arsenal-
hooks.
you have an arsenal
yes, of bats, but no, but of fishing poles.
What's wrong with the
Hooks.
tackle box?
You have to carry it, and your
Okay,
poles
but
in the
think
other
about
hand.
this. Think about
Boom,
this.
backpack, hands free.
Think about this. Most of the time when we fish, we have a golf cart, and we just stick them on the back.
Not everybody's like us.
Well,
you can't think.
I
you gotta
wouldn't
think
want
of-
to think of a world where people don't like to be like us.
I totally agree. You have to think of the average consumer.
Screw the average consumer.
They're going in like woods, and their poles are really
Like,
long.
woods. What is this? What do you mean people are just going in woods and fishing in creeks? This is like
I'm
that's
doing
like
it this weekend.
well, I mean, but we're also a rare breed.
Oh, speaking. Oh, never mind. I'll ask you off it. But
Oh, Lord.
okay, whatever. Well, you know what? I tried,
Yeah.
and that idea just popped in my head.
See, this is why our friendship works so. I shoot down all your stupid ideas, but then I completely get your back for the good ones. Just like the wet wipe idea, that one sucked too. Did we ever talk about that? I don't know if we posted it.
Okay, but you came around eventually. You did come around.
This Jeff. Okay, I would just like to preface this. Jeff comes to me one day, like super excited. He's like, Ian, I have this like $1 billion idea.
million, not billion.
Whatever, same difference. And he's like,
Actually, zero.
he's like, here's my $1 million idea. He said,
$1,000.
at for the love. I just get the story out.
Maybe 100.
This is like a
$8
$10
idea.
He said, fast food places should give out wet wipes instead of napkins.
No, that's where you're totally wrong.
This is okay. I'm not that far off. I'm
You
not
are-
totally wrong.
You are 110%. You're off the moon right now, and I'm on the sun.
Okay. Then why don't you
The
tell me?
wet wipe idea was you give out a wet wipe in the bag so they can wash their hands before they eat.
What is the difference from what I just said?
You need napkins.
Okay, so I'm not that
In
far
addition,
off.
yeah, you are totally wrong.
Lord.
You think I'm replacing napkins with a wet wipe?
I just.
I'm thinking you're adding a wet wipe
here's
into
my thing,
all that
Here's my
jazz.
thing about it. You're not going to attract more people by giving out wet wipes.
Okay,
People
but-
are going to get fast food regardless. You think that somebody's going to go to Taco Bell more just because you hand Taco Bell sponsor the video podcast, whatever, same difference.
Again.
But just because you hand out a wet wipe, do you think that more people go to B-Dubs because they hand out wet wipes?
No, because it's not
Sponsor the video
fast food.
B-Dubs.
You can wash your hands in the restaurant.
You're absolute.
After a night, I'd say if we're fishing until 1 in the morning.
This is absolute.
Mickey D's
dribble.
around us is closed.
Yeah.
Okay, even if it was open.
What you're appealing to a
Listen to
demographic that's like
Construction
1%.
workers. Construction workers.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They don't have all that shit in their hands.
Yeah.
It would be nice to have a wet wipe, clean off your hands, eat.
First of all, I feel like construction workers can get access to a sink.
Not when they're on the road. Would they have to just sink in their truck? We turn the hot
But
water
like
real quick.
most construction
You
sites
scrubbing
have
bubbles.
like those little like shacks where you like.
Oh, but what if you... I don't know. Oh, yeah, they do. I know. What if you just forgot and you're like, hey, my hands are dirty. I'm really hungry. I have to get to
what
the
I would
next
say?
job site
You know what I
in
would
like
say?
10 minutes. I gotta stop and eat real quick.
And you would say, I don't care if I have some dust on my hands. I'm just gonna down this burger anyways.
What if it's manure?
What construction worker has manure on
They're
their
working on a
hands?
farm,
Well, that would be a farmer.
putting up a barn. Church workers
You
do that.
are stretching it.
Now we're talking to real small people.
Yeah,
Okay,
for real. This
there's a market
demographic-
there.
How big? You're the only person that I'm pretty sure.
I never specified how big the market was. I just said there's a market
That's your
for it.
problem. But anyway,
That's your problem. That's not a problem at all.
It would be my problem if I went into that stupid business with you. We do have some good ideas. We'll get those another podcast, but yeah, probably
Sniffs?
not.
Mm.
He's so
No,
negative. He's
I'm
so
just
negative
saying
all the
'cause
time.
this is my
This
debut.
guy, he's
Debut.
he just hates on everything and does homework while we're trying to make a podcast. Hey, buddy, with the truck.
Oh,
We're
cool.
trying to make
You're
TV
cool.
here.
You have a jacked up truck. You probably have a small ween.
No doubt as a small meat.
They're compensating for something, and that has to be it.
Yeah. Anyways, you want to get into the main event of the evening?
Not the main event.
I still mean.
You still
Why are
haven't
we?
explained
Why
how
are
you've
we?
given up.
Yeah, I did. Where have you been, Sniffs?
Yeah. He's been doing some
I've been
stupid
doing
homework.
Oh, that's your problem. Taking stupid summer classes. I should be, but I'm not.
Yeah, because you're a true G.
True.
I also don't know
did
why
you
we're
explain how
procrastinating the
everything
story.
is?
This
Because-
story's going to take like 30 minutes.
No, it's going to take 20 minutes,
The
if that.
story's gonna take 2 minutes.
But we can actually talk about it. Anyway,
Anyways,
What else do you want to talk about
did anything happen at work?
today?
Yeah. Or no, just since the last podcast. I'm sure you
I literally just
farted
sit-
on the bus, taking a shit in the bus. I'm assuming you've done something like that because you're a disgusting human.
Well, I will say one thing. Did I talk about the crop dust on the last podcast?
Kicked
I
a
think
pigeon
I
in the
did.
face. Yes, you did.
Dude, Chicago pigeons, watch out for those suckers.
They
Okay,
don't-
first
they're
of
not
all,
scared of you. They're
no,
human.
they're not. No, they're not. And the same when I went to Italy. I think it's just. I thought it was just Italian pigeons that were like, but no, it's just pigeons in general. They are scared of nothing. Nothing. I literally charged one, and he
Wait,
he turned around,
wait,
looked at
wait.
me like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Downtown, you're alone. You
Yeah.
charged a pigeon.
Yeah.
They probably thought you're.
Okay, first of all, if I went and I charged it, if I caught a pigeon with my bare hand, I would be still in the bottom, or the top. I guess I don't know how to phrase it, but like the bottom 10% of like crazy people. Like there's still a
Think about it.
90%
Think about
crazier range in Chicago.
Think about it.
Range than me.
If you caught a pigeon with your hands and you wanted to eat at McDonald's, wet wipe. Hands are clean, no diseases. Kills 99.9% of bacteria. Am I wrong? Now I'm appealing to the people who catch pigeons.
That's an even smaller demographic.
Just growing it.
But yeah, no, those pigeons are freaking. It's like they're crazy.
Oh yeah.
But no, the city in general.
It should be a sport.
The city in general is just like I feel. I want to go to New York just to see how absolutely insane that place is. But there's
How
literally
dirty.
just like people at the corner of like
Heard
every
New York's
other
really
street
good.
that are just like screaming
Were you
about
there
something.
The one time, a guy was yelling at his wife on the street corner.
I don't remember,
Or
but
was that with Nick?
that'd still be like people wouldn't even bat an eye at that.
No, I was like, this is a little weird, but people are just walking by like nothing's happening. I'm like, are we not gonna like ignore this possible domestic abuse?
Yeah, for real.
I mean,
For
no,
real.
okay.
No, we're just gonna let this happen. All right,
Yes.
Jeff, that's on you.
Oh,
You
God,
gotta,
me.
you gotta step in.
Yeah. He's like 6'5". Think I'm gonna step into that?
Your wingspan is like 13.5.
And
That means that, like, honestly, I feel like you should really try out for, like,
boxing.
yeah, or, like, swimming or something.
I can't swim that well. I mean, I can swim, obviously.
Yeah, I could see you
But
jumping
I
in the pool, just basically, like, having ankle weights, just go right to the bottom of the pool.
Oh, I do. But I stay afloat
You
sometimes.
disgusting blob.
That's where you're wrong. I mean, 110% wrong.
But yeah, no, you're out of this world bananas.
Bananas.
But anyways, what else you want to talk about? Since apparently this story can't be told now, we have to continue with this foreplay without just knocking it out of the park.
No one plows before foreplay. It's the best part.
I would agree with that.
All the preamble, all that. It's fantastic.
The preamble. Honestly, do either of you know the preamble?
Who the hell
To the
learned the preamble?
Constitution?
Yeah.
We learned it in high school.
No, we
Yeah, I
didn't.
know.
We didn't have to.
I
learn it.
honestly
We learned a
sometimes,
line of it or something
sometimes
like that.
I wonder if I'm just like a terrible American, but I also feel like I'm still in the
I
upper
know the
percentage.
Star Spangled Banner.
Dude, have you seen those videos of like people on the streets like during like independent like right around Independence Day? There'll be a guy like, oh, like who did we fight in the Revolutionary War? And people say like freaking like China or something like that.
Well, that's just because they interview like 1,000 people and 12 people are dumb.
Yeah,
'cause
that's
just
true.
Statistics say people are really fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's
and so
true.
they just pick.
Also, it's in a city, which like I said, there's no shortage of wackadoos around there.
Or rats.
There's no
Okay.
shortage.
Not
of
like
wackadoos.
actual rats,
There are
but
no
people
shortage
with
of
rats.
wackadoos anywhere.
True, but I feel like we've also been sheltered by it because
I disagree.
like we went to a high school with 100 people in it. There wasn't
Well,
that
you're
many
wrong.
like full-on
There were
wackadoos.
530 people in it.
Okay, but
There's some
still.
wackadoos.
there was
Not like that level.
not yet, but I can see them turning into
Except
a
for-
wackadoo.
except for,
Turning into wackadoos.
Jack off Dustin.
Oh, that's bad. This
Oh,
kid
that's
used
just-
to jack off in the bathroom stall, and
Oh
you'd
lord.
hear
That
it.
was rough.
Oh, it was gross.
I thought he did
I
it in
never heard
class.
Yeah, probably
He
in
did
class
do it in
too.
class, I heard.
That's just insane.
Yeah, I can hardly imagine jacking off in public.
I'm sure you have.
That's the way you
Sure.
said that kind of raises.
That's
a
what
red
I'm
flag
saying.
There, Sniffs.
Seems like you've tried it before.
No, I haven't tried.
Are you sure?
Jeff, I don't even have a game plan.
I honestly
You
looking
don't
at
need
Sniffs
you
right
don't
now,
need a game plan for
Sniffs,
jacking off
honestly,
in public.
I feel like just looking at you that you'd be the kind of guy that would go to an adult video store.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah,
You
I'll
give me
head
that
over
He
vibe.
wears
to the
a
lines.
hoodie and the hood up, and he like sneaks around.
He's like, I'll take a pirate booty XXX.
Yeah, with all
Oh
the-
yeah, I'll bring it back by
The
Wednesday.
Sperminator.
With all the,
The Edward
Free-
scissor
with all
hands.
the free porn on the internet, yeah, I'd buy.
Sniffs, I'm just saying, I could see it. I could see you going out and getting a feature film.
Yeah, 'cause
I
you
could
want
see you
a
getting
featured
like,
film, a double feature.
like one with the Oprah sticker on
And
it.
he actually
Two
he actually
discs in one.
watches the whole thing
Oh yeah.
through.
Oh
You
yeah.
gotta watch for the plot.
The plot's the worst part.
That's where you're 100% wrong.
You're wrong.
I like to get
The
in and
plot
get out.
shows production value. Okay, actual question that Sniffs will bring up.
Mhm.
Have you ever just done it? Have you ever just jacked off to nothing? Like, you're not watching,
No.
porn, or you're not looking at like the swimsuit editions or something.
Wait a minute.
And you have to like imagine it.
You do that to the swimsuit edition?
No.
Yes, he
I'm-
does.
Yes,
Yes, he does.
I've never. owned
Here's
a
Sniffs
swimsuit edition.
digging himself a hole.
Here's
No,
here's a shovel.
I was just- Some people
That's
don't
some
get their
limestone.
kicks from just watching porn. Sometimes they get their kicks from something that isn't porn.
Sniffs
I'm
like
just trying
soaked
to
up
cover
butts.
bases.
Sniffs gets his kicks from whacking off in public.
No, I don't.
You sure?
But have you?
No.
No. My imagination is not so bright.
Wait, so you have?
I don't know. I
That's-
couldn't
that's
tell-
a
I
yes.
couldn't
That's
tell
a
you.
yes.
I'm sure I have.
Are you holding anything in your other hand, or is anything on the table in front of you?
Oh, first
Every
off,
single time.
That'd be a vivid imagination.
No, I meant like
I know.
you're not just.
Wait, I don't know how to answer this.
I
don't
I
think
feel
so.
like there's only one way to answer
No,
this. I
but
feel like you know the answer, but
there
you just don't want to say
might have
it.
been one or two times where I didn't have like
I mean,
access to
I'm
it.
not gonna judge you for it.
No, I
That's
know, but
perfectly fine.
I
You can admit it.
I'm sure there was a few times where I just didn't have anything. I'm just like, you know what? I'm bored.
Interessado. Well, that conversation took. Where do we even start with that conversation?
Sniffs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
he's
the
a him innocent
conversation starter,
adult
'cause
video
I'm the
store.
interesting one.
Hey, Sniffs, how about you move? 'Cause the phone's way over here.
For real, you're not doing
I
any
did
homework.
move
Don't
closer.
even
Oh,
play
you
right
moved
now.
3.5 inches.
What am I? What am I
scoot
supposed
this
to?
way?
3.5 inches. What are we talking about?
My dick.
Yikes.
That's it.
He said it.
That's why he doesn't have
He
the
said
game
it.
right there. All right, I think it's time.
It's time.
Finally.
To begin.
All right,
It's
Sniffs.
like I've been saying this for 20 minutes. Move the phone.
Move the phone.
Oh yeah, move it away from the star.
Oh, the star.
Yeah.
I am the star.
I am. Anyway, Sniffs.
We'll discuss that off camera.
Does anybody want to do a preamble?
I would like you to just.
Okay,
tell it.
no.
What?
There needs to be a preamble.
Well, I mean, I have my own sort of preamble.
Okay, first of all, this was
We
Sniffs.
have to kinda
Honestly,
talk
this
about
was
who
you.
Sniffs is.
This was you. Kind of thought a move ahead. Kind of. in
I
this
usually
situation.
do think moves ahead, Ian.
You-
My moves just never work.
Okay, first of all, that is not what you said 10 minutes ago.
I said You're not
Sniffs, you're just
understanding
a
this
pawn.
time that there
You are
are
a
no
pawn.
points of being moved. I'm not trying to make moves.
Sniffs,
in
okay,
the
here's what else I've
situation.
noticed. You'll make a move, but then you'll
won't act
you'll
on the
make a move and then just set yourself on fire. Like you'll buy a girl flowers and then you'll just throw your phone in a dumpster.
Yeah, it's true.
I just don't
I
understand.
mean, we have to talk about who Sniffs is.
Sniffs, I don't even know where to begin.
Like,
with
it's
that
really
thought.
hard to explain. He's
He
not.
is-
He's in the
I'll sum it up with just this. This is a man who
defies
he
all logic.
he didn't date a girl. He denied going out on a blind date with a girl who lives 30 minutes away, but tried to get a girl who lives in San Francisco. Also,
I thought
he
it was the
didn't
same
get
person.
he didn't no. He
Who's the
didn't
one
he
who
didn't get
really-
his driver's
Oh, yeah.
license until he was what, 20?
Yes, I'm 20.
This is what we're working with here.
Because I wasn't going to be able to have a car.
Also, turncoat White Sox fan. He went from the White Sox to the Cubs.
You're welcome.
This is just personal.
I'm not-
That's a
I'm a
personal
White Sox
vendetta.
fan.
That's a personal vendetta.
I'm a
but
White Sox
don't feed me
fan,
that
Ian.
Full crap, Sniff.
BS.
That is straight hokum,
And
and
you
I
know.
will not stand for it.
All right. Anyway,
Mother is a Cubs fan.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
she's
yeah.
a nice lady. Anyway.
She is a nice lady. She's
But
the nicest lady
just
in the world.
get on with the story.
Anyway, Sniffs.
We don't need to.
Here's
the
the story.
preamble's over. Just
Lean
start
in,
into the-
Sniff. Tell the story. We're all dying to hear it.
We're all- yeah, I'm sure. You've both heard it. Anyways,
The viewers.
yeah,
The
all our
listeners.
viewers.
The
all
listeners.
our viewers.
Our
They're-
viewers.
It's just us.
Our viewers.
We're the only
He
ones
says it
that
like
listen
it's
to
his
it too.
viewers.
Like, you're talking about like this is your podcast. You're a guest in the
Yeah,
podcast.
and you're lucky to be one. And most people would cut their left.
You're doing it for
Fingernail
free.
off.
Usually people pay us to be on this podcast.
No, that's
You
not
do
how
it for
works.
free.
I'm an invited guest.
Uninvited. Anyway, okay. Here we
Just
go.
get into
it.
Story time with Sniffs.
Yeah, I gotta go on vacation over the weekend.
I have to go on it. Like it's a big.
Oh, I have to go to a lake house.
I have to go to a lake house. No, it is a
It's
burden
people
because there's
like
like
you.
20 people in the lake
People
house
like
and it's
you.
smaller than my house.
And
Oh, big freaking deal.
airbed.
And I don't
Air
like
mattress.
alcohol.
Airbed.
Airbag.
Mattress.
Continue.
I'm aware.
We-
So
we
we
get
gotta
so
go
off
there. But
Yeah.
you know, you get there. Girls love lakes. They love what
They love a lake
the water.
house.
Honestly, that's like
They love the
okay.
water.
You said this to me like it was like a no-brainer.
It is a no.
It is a no-brainer.
Girls love
Like
girls love
I mean,
the water,
that's
dude.
true. They love lakes, but they love being at lakes.
They love
like,
the
but-
water.
Exactly.
I
So
don't-
when they
whatever.
see somebody at a lake,
I
they're like,
I didn't think this was
jealous.
common knowledge, but that's whatever.
They get jealous. Move ahead, Ian.
Okay, continue. Whatever.
So, you know,
I'm sure I'm not in the minority in this thinking.
"Oh, you're totally."
Since I'm bored. No, since I'm at a lake house, you gotta send a picture. You know, you gotta go on Snapchat, send out a few pictures of yourself at the lake house.
Uh-huh.
To be honest, I don't do that, but whatever.
Whatever.
I would say just like the lake, maybe.
whatever.
And just one.
Whatever.
You vary the comment on the picture depending on who you're sending it to. I sent Ian a different one than I sent you
Why?
because
It's the
Bored.
same
Yeah,
thing.
we're basically the same person.
I know you're the same.
I'm better, but whatever.
Okay,
I
that's
figured jealous.
Anyway.
like we can't just blatantly lie to our here.
I'm
We
gonna
have some
try.
sort of
I'm
integrity.
gonna try.
So, you know, I send some out. I send some to girls that are definitely out of my league.
Shoot or shoot.
Shooters, shoot.
Bear's hungry.
Gotta eat.
Gotta eat.
Sniffs is starving.
Show them what I'm working with.
He's almost dead.
No, Sniff's clocking out here.
He's
pretty
got a
soon.
cane.
On the verge of
Malnourished.
starvation.
He's on life support.
This is very malnourished.
Pull the plug. Just pull the plug.
Send some
Euthanasia.
to some girls well out of the league,
Uh-huh.
but using the external
Shout
factors.
them out. Say their names.
I'm good. Using the external factors,
Yeah.
you get into the conversation. You start a little conversation going, whatever.
And you
Most
plow.
of the people don't respond because I'm not that popular.
Love the
Just-
honesty.
just-
Love the
I love it,
honesty.
Sniff.
Even
I love it.
even Ian didn't
Sniffs-
respond.
Sniffs-
I responded.
didn't
I know,
actually.
Jeff.
And that's where
I
the
saw
story
it.
gets good.
See, that's the problem though, is that I'll actually open. I do this to both of you though.
Oh,
I'll
really?
Open,
I
I'll
couldn't
open your
tell.
stuff, and then like I'll be
a
like,
half
oh,
hour later.
no, I'll be like, either I'll do that, I'll respond like way later. I'll either respond right away, I'll respond way later, or I'll like, oh, I'm just gonna close. I'm doing something right now. I'll open it, I'll respond later. Then I just never.
This
remember.
is why, if you're like me and Jeff, I don't think we've ever actually talked about anything on Snapchat.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
just
Just
complete.
in utter incompetence.
Well, we did,
on Snapchat.
but this. Okay, just tell a story.
Anyways, well, we did, yeah. So I made a few responses. One, I'm a girl way out of my league.
Uh-huh.
I'm aware.
Way out.
Way.
I think.
out.
I don't know who she is. But I'm just assuming
No,
she's
she,
out of
she,
this
she,
league.
she definitely.
Way out. and Jeff. We'll just keep it to there since they're all that's important in this.
We're the only two.
No, you're not.
Just continue.
All right, Sniff.
Anyways.
Get on with the program.
So, I'm in the middle of nowhere as well. This lake's in the middle of nowhere. It's in eastern Indiana, whatever.
He's setting up for Excuse City right now.
Sniff,
I mean,
people
it
have
is
already
stupid.
clicked off this because the story's taking forever.
And
No,
so
our
we're in the
banter
middle.
is
Well,
what makes
it's
it.
important to the story because, therefore, I have a bad data connection. The Wi-Fi in the place is non-existent, and I have a bad data connection. So I'm balancing, like Thanos, I'm balancing out my fucking my conversations here with Girl Wait on My League and with Jeff.
We get it.
That's where it gets good.
So.
And so she sent a couple replies. Conversation, it's rolling a little bit.
Wait, I have a question.
Holy
Oh my
Lord.
god.
It's really good.
Do you want a transcript, Jeff, or do you just want
no,
me to tell the story?
No, it's both.
First of
I'd
all,
like it in
that was-
writing.
That was so genuine. He's genuinely
I have a
annoyed
question.
with you right now.
I have a question.
What's your freaking question? You know what?
How many
Teachers always
people-
say there's no such
Hang on.
thing as stupid questions. I was in.
I am the
haven't-
epitome
haven't
of stupid
taken my
questions.
class yet.
My life
I
is
can
stupid
still say
questions.
there's stupid questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot it.
All right.
No. I got it.
Lord.
Oh my god.
When you send out, why don't you just put it on your story? Why do you send out to each individual
They're
person?
Because
more
nobody's-
likely to respond if you.
more likely to respond from direct
Okay.
info.
That's
Okay.
Nobody responds to
That's-
stories.
When
I
was
don't
the
think
last
I've ever
time you
responded
talked
somebody's
to this
story.
chick? Or is this the first time?
It's not the first time.
Oh, I gotta know when the last time was.
6 weeks ago.
Oh, okay, so it's not that far.
It's not that close.
It's
either.
not that close.
Medium
it's
amount.
not.
But whatever. It's
Anyway,
fine. It's
Again,
fine.
no game plan. Just working with a hot girl.
Anyways.
She is. So I'm talking with both of them. Conversation with the girls going, but it exists. Conversation with Jeff is also going. It's going a little better since it's it's with Jeff. And Jeff and I, we have our own lingo together. We have phrases and words that nobody else could possibly understand. That they could
I
understand.
would also like to make a side that I invented this lingo.
Okay, Ian's in the lingo.
Did you?
Thank you. Yes.
I thought I did it at the juke every time I was.
Well,
in the office.
You contributed
Yeah,
probably
The
50%.
Snapchat, the
Yeah.
Snapchat lingo between me and Jeff is different.
Okay.
Regardless, okay, people could understand it, but it really doesn't make sense to the uninitiated, and it's honestly
This
pretty
is
stupid.
irrelevant.
I know, but it usually involves Jeff taking a shit on the toilet,
Of course.
which is the office.
Yeah.
Since
Nickname the office.
yeah,
You're
nickname.
doing work. Put in
You're
work.
doing
10
work.
hours. Meeting with the shareholders.
Working overtime.
We both take fantastic dumps.
President Suite.
That's what everyone
Regardless,
loves to hear.
we're on the bad data connection, so yeah, sometimes it takes a couple minutes to get a reply or
Right.
whatever.
Excuse City. Continue.
Oh, definitely.
It's definitely Excuse City because my own incompetence still ruins it. But so we're talking with Jeff. Jeff is in the office. He's taking his paid time off. He's doing stuff like that. I send a couple back.
Shareholders meeting.
He's talking to shareholder meetings in the office while he's taking a shit. So I send a couple back to back, like Drake.
About shit.
What'd you say? I forgot. Like, what was in those snaps?
There was one of them was making fun of the paid time off. Another one was a little more risque. A little more.
Risque.
Well, not risque.
Oh, you banged in the
No,
bathroom?
not risque, but what's the word I'm looking for?
I think just
Not
whatever.
PG.
Sniffs,
just
you are getting
cussing.
you are
I'm
getting
just cussing.
so
Anyways.
you have got your semantics wrapped up in a
Excuse
pretzel
train.
right
Cussed a
now.
couple times.
Coming.
Cussed a couple
Choo-choo.
times in the other one. And so I send those out back to back, directly, right back to Jeff, because he was the last one to reply to me. Or so I thought. Because of the bad data connection. And while I was sending them to Jeff, waiting for that arrow to go through, I had just hit the first name that appeared on Snapchat, under
First
the most
mistake.
recent.
Best friend, though, aren't we? Have best
You're
friends.
second
Snapchat?
on my best friends list, so you're right above the most
That's
recent.
rude.
I'm sorry.
Whatever, it's fine.
I
Anyway.
heard nothing. But
So-
continue.
Fine.
Hit them, send them. Realize they don't go to Jeff.
They
They
go
went to the herd.
So basically, what I hear is you sent pictures about your shits and Jeff's shits to this girl.
Just my shits.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
just
We were
his
talking
shit.
That
about
is so
my shit.
amazing.
And
and this girl that you really don't talk to that
I
often
don't talk to her all that
is
often,
very attractive.
but it's fine. Very attractive.
That
and
is amazing.
When you're dealing, like I told Ian, when you're dealing with somebody who is incredibly more attractive
Only
than
you,
you.
Sniffs. Only you.
Make one mistake, done over.
Yeah.
They're like
conversation.
No, they're like
an absolute,
wow.
Like your conversation was on the up and up, and then you just got shot right through the side of the head. Kennedy back into the left.
The hot person then is like, why am I wasting my time here?
For real.
Because I'm hot.
Like I'm already just.
I'm already blessing you with my attention.
She already.
But now
She
you have
should
unearned
have been thinking of that before. But whatever.
That's
But
amazing.
then you unearn it.
Honestly, Sniffs.
So I immediately send another one, like, oh shit, that wasn't supposed to go to you. Great
Oh
thing
shit.
to- But
Jokes.
That's basically Sniff's nutshell.
Okay, wait. What did she respond with?
Well, I mean, like that. Like, what was that?
And you say sorry, that wasn't for you.
try
You
to
keep on the
explain it, but then
conversation.
No, it snowballs.
I will
after
say
that.
one
Wait, well, how did it snowball?
You know you found your
It's
lady.
snowball.
You know you found your lady when.
She doesn't care about that. Or she sends you a picture of her also taking a shit. That's when you know it's real.
Or just or makes like a very funny joke about dumps. That's when you know.
Dumps.
Yeah, but you also know when the return snap asking what the hell was that is no longer of them, but is of their environment, their surroundings.
still,
They
you can
switch
say-
the camera, point it forward.
Yeah.
instead
You
of
can
on
say,
the-
hey, I'm sorry, that was for somebody else.
I did.
I would just.
You'd
turn
have
it
to
into a
explain.
joke. Did you like put laughing emojis?
Well, hobby.
Okay, good.
Yes,
But
I
even-
put
Emojis, I
Hashtag
honestly
World Emoji
emojis.
Day.
If
They are a
They're
saving
the
grace.
only. They're so saving grace
Wait,
because
wait.
that's the only way I can read a
There's
text
only a
conversation.
handful of them that
There's-
matter, but
What I'm saying-
there's lifesavers.
I don't get if I was a lady.
Uh-huh.
And then I sent the exact same 2 snaps, exact same face and everything to Jeff. But
Yeah.
yes.
I was very confused. Anyway, if I was a lady and I got that from a guy I was just talking to, I wouldn't stop talking to them.
I agree.
Something-
I would
I
laugh.
mean, it
I
wasn't
would laugh.
immediately
Something
stop
else-
talking, but it did derail the previous conversation.
And she
You know
just
what I'm
stopped.
saying?
Did she stop responding, or did you stop responding?
Well, in a little bit, she stopped responding.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
See,
She
but
don't
no,
want to
that's,
talk anyway.
that's like train went off the tracks and then.
then got hit by a.
But it.
Here are the wheels,
but it could,
and they're falling off.
But it could never get back on the track because the track ended or something.
It's like the Polar Express. They're just skidding on ice.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Coming hot.
That's perfect, Ian.
But he doesn't hit the tracks at the end.
No.
He hits the iceberg.
Yeah, he hits the iceberg. He doesn't hit the.
What a reference that was.
That's a pretty good reference, and
Impressive.
perfectly describes it. Ian understands what I'm saying.
I was the one you were. I understand.
Jeff also understands, but that's Sniffs' story because
That's amazing.
that is the story of Sniffs. That's just how Sniffs rolls.
So how about that other girl you sent flowers to? I want to hear about this.
He said
no, there is
That's
no
what I
game
said.
plan.
Who'd
This
you-
is what I
There's no
said.
long-
Who'd you
That's
send him to?
exactly who I was referring to when I said he makes a move and
Oh.
then just dives off a cliff.
Because
He makes
there-
a smooth move.
there was
She
no
posted
long
about
jump.
it on her story.
Aware.
And then you just nothing. Radio silence. You light yourself on fire.
Why didn't you? Sniff,
Yeah.
that's a perfect open.
Drop a nuke on your own self?
Also, I heard she wanted to go on a date, and you said no.
That was a different story.
Oh. Okay, first of all, I've never
This
heard
is
that.
why-
No, you have heard that story.
Oh, yeah, I
Tom
think I
told
have.
you that
I have not heard this story.
My brother was moving into his house today.
Oh, you couldn't do it the next day? Or you couldn't have got done and went on a movie date at night?
Now. Sniffs. That was like your.
That
I'm
story
getting
we're not
angry
saying.
just
Sis,
thinking about
sis,
it.
We're not talking
sis,
about
if you're,
that.
That
if
is the
your
worst.
brother-
talking about
if
that
your
is the
brother
worst
had any
excuse.
respect for you, as a man,
I totally
he would
agree.
have prolonged his move.
Sniff,
Regardless.
I'm
moving
literally
doesn't take
standing
all
up
day
right
and all
now.
night. A movie date. Steak
Thank
and shake
you.
date.
Thank you.
Anything. Just go hang out with her. Sit on her couch and watch fucking, I don't know, turn to classic movies for all I care. Just like Robbie
Watch
Lou.
Gone with the
TCM.
Wind.
Yes. Winn-Dixie.
I don't give a damn.
First of all,
Sniff, and she's also out of your
first
league.
of all, watching boring movies, especially like first few dates when you're just trying to like, you know,
Plow.
well, I wasn't gonna go that far, but
Well, I
just
did.
trying to like, you know,
Make a
make
move.
a move, like maybe kiss a little. Boring
Oh,
movie is definitely the way to
you
go.
can't turn
if you're
interest
into a
on.
movie, you're not gonna.
Exactly.
I can't watch boring movies. I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding, okay?
Oh, Sniff.
Oh my god.
Backlash from Sniffs.
Because I saw
I'm
the
literally standing 'cause
instantaneous
I'm just
change
so
on
appalled
Ian's
right
face. He was about to light it up.
Oh lordy.
Sniffs,
How long is
what's
this
the
podcast?
point? Sniffs.
30. Oh, by the way, people were complaining about the length of our podcast, but I feel like this
last one?
30-40 minutes is not that long. For
Wait,
a podcast?
were they saying it was too long?
Yeah, not the last one, but like the first one.
Who's complaining?
Really?
Our fans.
Or 10 viewers?
12. Give the program.
We had I don't know.
31 in the first one.
Really?
30. Really?
32 actually, I think.
How many of those were ours?
Probably half.
Hey, any way you can get them up. That's what I
Pad those
always
stats.
say.
So, Sniffs, this is the last
Oh boy.
question, and we'll end it on this, okay?
Am I a total failure? Yes.
No. What's the point of sending her flowers if you're not going to make a
That
move?
just sounds like a waste of money.
It's a waste of money.
It wasn't that expensive.
Okay,
But what's the point?
Okay, first of all,
Why can't you just send her a
first of all,
happy birthday
I know
text?
that's a lie because I bought flowers. You sent
They're
them
not
to her.
cheap.
You didn't. Wait, did you hand deliver them?
No, I didn't.
Then that doubles the
How do you
price.
know her
Okay.
address?
I asked her.
That's kind of weird.
No,
With no context.
Hey, what's
behind
your
it?
There was
address?
context.
Okay.
What's the point of sending somebody flowers if you don't
That's
make
what,
a move?
That's like, I'm
The burning
boggled.
question.
That is bananas.
Banana
Play
sandwich.
Fergalicious
some
and then
Banana land.
No. I want to hear this.
I'm good.
I just don't get it. If
That's
I'm
why I
going
said-
out of my way to
that's
send
like-
flowers to somebody, I better be seeing them soon.
You won the Super Bowl. You had the team on your back.
You tore your ACL.
Raise the roof a little
28 to 3 lead.
Snaps. And then
He's
you
the-
just take a grenade, open it, and just shove it down your
the
throat.
Falcons of the dating world.
Blew a 28-3 lead in the second half. That's Sniffs right there.
And this has been Shooting the
And
Style with Jeff, Ian,
With
and
the
then
introduction
just
to
a
Sniffs.
Sniff
And
who
Sniffs.
just never fails.
The gift
To
that keeps
disappoint.
on giving.
He
never
always
fails to
disappoints.
not fail.
He always disappoints.
Sniff that keeps on sniffing.
All right, we'll see you next week.
On the flippity flip.